Good morning.
Good morning.
I have an interesting story that has triggered some thinking and considering
Oh,
in my head.
okay.
So, last week we went on a lunch date with a neighbor, new person in our life, and when the wait person came by, you and I said, "Oh, we don't want any straws. No plastic straws, please."
Right.
And this person that we went out with, it kind of blew her mind. It was like she understands recycling and the planet, but the fact of having to in present times manage saying no plastic straw please was over the top for her. It was like she didn't have the bandwidth. Her plate was too full.
Yeah, her plate was too full. She had all kinds of things going on in her life, and the expression was like, I don't have time for that.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's something that's happening to a lot of people for multiple different reasons. But one of the things that is occurring is all this transition that we're in is creating challenge in people's space. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the challenge that we find in our space isn't our challenge. So one of the things this woman said is, my daughter's getting married and she had some challenges at work, and so her attention was in multiple points, and I'm worried about this thing in my future. So there was a future attention point. And then, I think if I'm correct, she said at some point, and oh, my daughter's getting married to somebody I don't like.
Yes.
So she had a whole attention point in the past and this rolling forward.
She wasn't in present time at all.
No.
And she didn't, it's a new person in our life. They don't really know what we're doing. And so they didn't have the tools to manage that energy.
Right. And very delightful person.
Yep.
But overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things is, we could talk about this from a couple of ways. So where is your attention? Which is a big point. How much of your attention is in present time versus the past or the future? But one of the things that happens that is creating an agitation in everybody's space is everybody else. What I mean by that is the collective consciousness is off balance and very much in a nervous state, or I don't know what to do, or I'm in survival, or things aren't going right, or I don't like the politics, or I'm worried about money. Mm-hmm. A lot of that is not you.
It's the culture, it's the environment around you, the other people that are nervous.
It's the world.
Yeah.
And so there's this static vibration of off-balanceness that is pushing against your energy field, pushing against your own aura, pushing against the rose in that context. So we could talk about this from a number of standpoints, but one of the standpoints that's really useful is if you can recognize I'm nervous and then stop, whatever the word is, nervous, anxious, and stop and ask the question, is this mine? Am I really nervous, or is this all the world around me? And keep it really simple. Call it the world around you rather than, it's my son's nervousness about his job, or it's my husband.
Keep it general.
Keep it really, really general. To you, specific to you, general to where it's coming from. We don't really care. But is this mine? And you're going to find an awful lot of the time the answer is no. Now, if you're off balance and really into it, is this mine? You don't even have time to answer the question. It's like, oh yeah, it's got to be mine. Well, did you look? Did you pause? Did you take a breath? If you pause and take that breath, and then just ask yourself, is this mine? Some of it may be really yours. I'm having a hard time at work. Okay, but is it all work, or is it work and something else pulling at you? Mm-hmm. And you'll start to recognize my attention point is in lots of places.
Well, in her case, it was. She was very much in the future and in the past. And so she wasn't present with the lunch that we were at.
No, and I would venture to guess she doesn't even remember we had lunch.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this was so good. I've got to get back to work now.
Right.
And so are you present when you're present? And the answer is, for a lot of people, no.
Well, and what a waste, because she could have had an enjoyable moment that lunch.
Yeah.
But instead, she was everywhere else and couldn't have the situation she was in.
Yeah, now that's a whole nother aspect of this. Can you have what is in front of you to be had? And a lot of people can't. So let's even approach this from another place. So one of the things that I'm very clear of is this next year, this next 10 years, they're going to be very, very different than anything you've experienced in the past. Not good, not bad. They can be good and they can be bad. They will be good and they will be bad. But one of the things is, if you can stay in present time and recognize what is mine and what is not mine, and then begin to look at what you have your attention point on and how relevant is it to you right now at lunch. Do you really need to worry about something while you're sitting there having lunch?
But, at the same time, I get it. I get that.
Yeah.
A lot of us are overwhelmed. Our plates are full, and our attention is divided among many, many things.
Yep.
And so I understand that, and I understand that she missed a moment.
Yeah, and we all miss moments. This is not. I've never done anything like that. Did you? It is often in my reality. I miss the moment.
Yeah.
But I think the real kind of message here, especially to everybody who's listening to this, is take a moment, step back from right where you are, and take a breath and ask yourself really simply, am I grounded? The odds are, yeah. Being grounded is something pretty much all of us understand at this point where we're playing in these tools. But are you grounded? It's just a matter of pausing and then feeling your feet on the ground, if nothing else. Yeah, I'm right here. And am I on my side of the rows? Take a breath. That little pause is a reset.
10 seconds.
Not even many times. But it's a reset. It's like, okay, now what do I want to do?
Yeah.
And that's all it's going to take. The world that we're stepping into is remarkably amazing for what is being presented and what is coming about. But the noise and the static is, when just given a little bit of attention, is overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so this space of navigating, it's a funny thing I've said over the years is, if you find yourself standing on the train track and you look up and here comes the train, do you go, oh my God? Or where everybody's has tools, it's like, okay, I'm just going to step off the track. And it's really that simple, just step off the track. But it's like, oh my God, this is going to be really bad. That's mostly not even your energy. It's usually your mother's, but it's somebody's, and it causes a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
But this reset and recognizing, how much do I have on my plate, and is it mine, and do I really need to keep carrying it around?
And where is my attention point?
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Good,
So,
big deal.
Yeah, so maybe you can have lunch with that lady again. And
I don't think so.
when
It's
she's
okay.
in better space.
Yes.
Yeah, but the attention point, we'll talk about this, I think, a whole lot more.
Yeah. Good,
So-
good.
Great. Hope that's useful.